Hi folks. I wanted to add a little bit of video to the article on the blog site. I'm interested in the idea of setting up a psychedelic prisoner support network. I'm imagining that in order to do this, what we need is people who are interested, who can contribute time and skills. It would be good to have some sort of membership structure and clearly a good kind of web presence, and then to think about the kind of strategies that we might use to support psychedelic prisoners. By psychedelic prisoners, I mean people who are in jail as a result of producing, dealing, using, or being involved with psychedelic drugs. That's things like, the classic psychedelics that we would all consider, LSD, MDMA, and so on. I'd also like to include cannabis in that collection. So I've been in touch recently with a guy called William Leonard Pickard. Leonard is an alleged LSD chemist who's currently serving basically the rest of his life in a maximum security prison in Arizona. He's a really, really nice guy, really fascinating bloke, and author of a book that I reviewed recently called The Rose of Paracelsus, which is amazing and beautiful. And I really strongly recommend that you, if you have the time and the money, get access to it and have a read of this book. It's really quite beautiful. So talking to Leonard and listening to his situation and becoming aware of the situation of some other high-profile psychedelic prisoners, and of course the large number of people who are in jail as a result of the use of things like cannabis and so on, I really thought, very much like the article that you've just read, that we should do something about this. So I'm going to put together a crowdfunding page. If you'd like to make a donation to that, that would be fantastic. We're going to use the money to set up a good web presence, to create a membership structure, and then to come up with some strategy. So that will help bankroll time, server space, all that kind of stuff. But obviously, if you haven't got money but you've got skills and you want to contribute to that project, please get in touch, because this is a global issue and something that I feel that the psychedelic community and society generally needs to address. We have people in jail for producing and dealing in medicines that we know are good for us and good for our culture. And whilst it's definitely a problematic field, some of the situations those people are in are really bad. Now, this isn't about guilt-tripping you, but I'll tell you my experience. My experience is this. Speaking with William Leonard Pickard, with Leonard Pickard as he's generally known, through email, he's there in jail in Arizona in essentially a metal box for the rest of his life for producing, allegedly, one of the medicines, LSD, which I consider to be of great value, certainly to myself and to wider culture. If I'm tripping on acid, I'm having a fantastic time, and I offer humbly some of that experience and some of that moment to people like Leonard who are in jail for producing just those medicines. So I feel that I have to do something about this, and if you want to do something about this, I'd be really, really pleased to have your energy, thoughts, contribution, and cold hard cash if you want to do that at the crowdfunder. Thanks very much for listening. Ahoy.